of human consideration, well, human recorded consideration of what the world is made of. And so going all the way back to this guy here, his name was Democritus. Anybody want to guess what country he was from?
Greece.
Greece. Yes, he was one of the famous Greek philosophers. And he had this philosophy. He lived back in 400 BC. How long ago was that?
A long time ago.
Yeah, but how long?
2,060 years. Or 2,420 years.
Something like that, right? Yeah. Like a long, long, long time ago. Over 2,000 years ago. 2,400 years ago, roughly. So he had this experiment, which we're going to call the cutting cheese experiment. What joke? I don't know. That's a good question. But he had this idea that you can cut cheese smaller and smaller. And smaller, right? Oops. Duh, right? But that eventually you've reached the limit of smallness. How come I can't smell smaller today? Does that make sense? Yeah. There's some limit to how small you can cut cheese, right? And his idea was that whatever that point is, which he didn't think that he could get there, but he could try. Like, he could cut it pretty darn small. But like, even like now treading down almost into the realm of philosophy instead of like actual physical cutting of cheese, he said there has to be a point where you can't cut it any smaller with it still being cheese. And probably there actually is nothing cut, but like there's something that you can't cut any smaller, right? And so the smallest piece, he called it an atom. And this is literally the Greek word for uncuttable. I don't think that's actually a word, but now it is. Okay? Does that make sense? That's the beginning of recorded human thought on what the world is made of, and therefore what an atom would be.